Wellness Community is an international organization that was founded primarily to provide support programs for people who are affected by cancer.
The four individuals who were really the organizers, the beginning founding people, Ann Tidy, Lynn Arnold, Eunice Jadlocki, and Nancy Dowd, they had started to build a foundation, not exactly sure what they were going to do. When Nancy called me, she said, "We're meeting at Wegmans, come and join us." Really what we were talking about was what kind of a place we wanted. Did we want to be affiliated with another organization? And what were we going to do to get going?
There are two major pieces in the Wellness Community name that are very key for who we actually are. One is the word wellness, but the other word that is extremely important, and that is community. We were only able to establish the wellness community here in central New Jersey because of the support not only of individuals but businesses, physicians, and hospitals at coming together ultimately to try to meet the needs of individuals who really do have cancer.
Patients with cancer have multiple needs, and it takes a village to take care of someone with cancer. Those of us in the medical profession need as much help as we can get. And I think every patient should be advised about the availability of the wellness community and the programs that they offer. The Institute of Medicine has told us that we are not doing the job that we need to do in taking care of these psychosocial needs of patients with cancer.
I came to the wellness community in 2006 after I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had a lumpectomy and then a mastectomy and started chemo. And I had lost my hair, I lost my ability to work, I couldn't read, I couldn't do many of the things that I loved. I was in shock and I lost my smile. I lost my energy from the chemo, and I was fortunate enough to come to the wellness community, and luckily they were close by, and find all their programs and find people who were going through the same thing.
I reluctantly came here because my husband had heard about the wellness community and thought that it would be good for me to talk to other cancer survivors. I was reluctant to do that because I didn't think cancer survivors were going to be positive people. I thought they would feel like I did about cancer, which was that it was something that was going to change my life for the worse, and I couldn't see any hope.
I generally sit at the front desk and greet people as they come in. I do some little office work, but the most exciting part of what I do is greet people as they walk in the door. And I have the unique perspective of seeing people for the first time when they're coming to the wellness community, generally for the newcomers orientation. And what I see is someone walking in who is tentative, who's fearful. You can see occasionally that they have tears in their eye because they are so overwhelmed by this diagnosis of cancer. And as they are taken through the 1-hour newcomers orientation and they come back out to see me, they are a changed person.
The groups here have, you're able to identify with other people and they with you. You have the similar problems. You can really help each other by talking to each other during these groups and the classes, and it promotes that kind of thing, which really was very, very helpful to me.
They're mind-body programs. They're healthy cooking programs. They are exercise programs. They are support groups. There are book groups. There are art groups. There are a wealth of things that can appeal to any number of people on any level.
So the programs here gave me a semblance of normality, of keeping active, keeping moving. It just, of course, exercise makes you feel better, and the yoga, as you learn to breathe and relax, that helped me immensely.
What amazes me about mind-body techniques is for most people, they're not familiar with the techniques until they come to the wellness community. And I've seen people come in off the street and you can see it all over the face. Their stress, their discouragement. And I've had people literally within spending an hour in my relaxation visualization class, I see the transformation literally on their face. I know what the definition of hope is, but I never realized what you could see is hope in somebody's face. And when they leave here, they have hope.
You know, when you get a cancer diagnosis, you get all kinds of reactions from people all over, and people change the way that they behave towards you, and they're of course curious and worried about you as well. So when you come here, everyone has a common understanding of what you're going through, and it's easy to talk about what's been difficult for you under the circumstances, and also easy to talk about what hasn't been, and how your life is just, you know, going on as normally as you can expect under the circumstances.
It is extremely comfortable to be in. It's like home to me. I felt that when I first came here. I felt so comfortable being in this environment, and so did my wife.
Whereas Ingrid took to it quite well. She was in Kids Connect, and she also did some volunteering here, taking care of other kids when their parents were in sessions. She's also a Girl Scout, and she was pursuing her Gold Award, and she latched onto the idea that she could do something to help the wellness community as a Gold Award project, and that's what she did.
The fact that this is free, there is no red tape, administrative impedimenta. It's just basically a good experience.
You might have heard that our programs are free of charge, and they are, and we're very proud of that. However, they're not free of cost. And it's our very energetic Board of Trustees that help find ways to keep the wellness community alive and flourishing. There are actually two ways that money is given to the wellness community, and it can be restricted, which means that the money is to be used specifically for a special program. And sometimes an individual or a group will come in and say, I want to pay for that program, for that yoga program, for that support group. And they're recognized for supporting that particular program. And then we also really appreciate unrestricted money because it really helps us to promote the function of, the everyday, the administrative costs, the costs of the house. The other really big fundraiser that we have been doing for several years, and each year it gets bigger and it becomes more profitable for us, is the marathon, and it's also called Strides for Hope. And when I say profitable for us, we raise lots of money, but we raise such awareness in this program. We started out with just a few runners and walkers, and this year we went to the marathon with a team of over 50 people, and each one of them raised a tremendous amount of money, but they also raised a huge amount of awareness out in the community.
It's been approximately 2 years that I've been coming, and I keep coming back, and I will keep coming back because it gives me, the community here gives me such strength.